Alrighty, so let's talk about the TV show Velma,
Yes.
the prequel to Scooby-Doo. Because we
Yes.
watched that. We watched the first 2 episodes, the pilot and the following one. Which begs the question, if the first one's a pilot, how did they get renewed for the an entire season?
Because the
First episode is terrible.
producers are like, yo, this is so hip.
And
The
we gotta
kids
show
will
it to these
definitely
people
love
who
this.
they think hip is hip. But they don't know what is hip.
Yeah.
What is hip?
Mm.
What is
Yes.
hip? Yes, sorry.
Alright, let's first impressions go.
Velma. Yo,
What is hip?
for real, murder mystery. Good old murder mystery, but very cringe murder mystery. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
So, don't like...
Overall, I don't like, but it has its ironic, funny moments.
Alright.
Same here. Just ironically funny. Context: I haven't watched any Scooby-Doo ever.
Haven't you watched some episodes at least?
No.
You haven't watched the,
No.
what was it? The
live
Witch's
action?
Curse?
No.
Do you know who the Hex Girls are?
No.
The sexy witch.
The sex witches or the hex witches?
Like a eco band in Scooby-Doo lore.
Mm.
The sex witches is the name of a really bad punk band.
I
I mean, it isn't, but it could be.
know this punk band from Russia called Pussy Riot.
Oh yeah,
They got arrested a few times, right? Yeah.
they're pretty cool.
But no, I've never watched any Scooby-Doo things ever. I'm sorry.
Interesting.
You're not missing out.
But anyway, this is like
I feel like I am.
soft reboot,
Well, I guess.
prequel
You
sort of
don't know.
thing where
Cubes.
kind of... I feel like the main draw of the show was like... I don't know, it's guess like make adult version of Scooby-Doo, right? That's kind of like the main thing.
Yeah.
But also like change all of the characters.
Yeah. Well,
So
it's
that every-
adult in quotation marks.
Yeah. It was very interesting because like a lot of the conversation around this initially was like when people saw that, oh, they're recasting all the characters into different like ethnicities and stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't give a shit about that. They fucking just changed the personality of every character in the fucking show. Like
Yeah.
everyone in this fucking... They completely take all the characters. Firstly, Scooby-Doo's not even in this, by the way. And then they
It's
get
the
like the
Velma
mystery gag and make them all very unlikable.
Yes.
Especially Velma.
She go bossy.
She's not. She's just a dick.
But I think that's what they're trying to make.
Girl bosses are dicks.
I feel like the show, in theory, that I could compare this most to would be like Harley Quinn, because it's kind of doing what that show did for DC in the way that it gets all these characters, but like kind of does a bit of a twist on things. Doesn't necessarily change their character. They change their characters, but like not too much, and they like their source material. Whereas for this one, it feels like they fucking hate Scooby-Doo, like the source material.
They're like trying to counteract everything established about the Scooby-Doo gang.
Yeah.
Yet they still want to be the mystery gang. Yeah.
I heard someone say that like they could have just done a mystery gang type of thing that takes place within the Scooby-Doo universe that's just aimed at adults. It's like a completely different gang that's solving, because like there would be a bunch of this sort of mysteries going on in the global world of Scooby-Doo.
Yes.
It's like, why is a mystery Inc. gang like the only mystery solvers? It could be another group. Maybe just write completely new characters.
Yeah.
And that would have maybe made it a little bit better, but probably not, because these characters fucking suck. But yeah. You know what I remember? The first line that they say about Daphne was like Velma going, "You're Asian."
Did
Do
she
you
say
remember
that?
that? Yeah. When they're in the locker room at the very first episode, Daphne comes in and somebody, I think Velma goes like, "You're Asian, haha," or something.
No, wasn't it because she's like, oh, what do you think about they keep fucking referencing TV show tropes for some reason because they're like, we're a TV show.
Yeah.
So they were talking about that in the locker room, and then she beats Daphne.
Yeah, she fucking beats
She
that.
beats Daphne, and then she's like, "What do you think about the trope?" She's like, "As an Asian,
Yeah.
I think this." That was fucked.
And I think it was literally taking the point that they made her character Asian.
Yeah,
And
that's
that
like,
was the
fuck, what?
joke.
I thought you were doing representations. Why are you making this up? That's not very.
That wasn't very, I don't know.
That's not very. This is like you're making a joke out of your representation.
Yeah, you're just pointing out her race for no reason. Like, just, okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, imagine if... it's just gonna sound mildly racist, but like, imagine if Shaggy,
Oh, God.
every time he go, just like, yo, cause I'm black, etc.
Like, you'd be like, as a stoner.
Yeah, well, we'll get into that more, but like, yeah, imagine if people just like, yeah. Why did
That's the
Fred say,
first
as a white
scene
man,
of the show, yo.
as a white man, I have a small penis. That's what
That's a
Fred
lie.
should have said, you know? Yeah. Oh, get more to
Fred,
that.
but yes.
Yeah. Do we want to just talk about, like, can we just talk about both episodes instead of doing each individual
right.
one? Because I feel like it's kind of
It's a
one.
combined
It's
episode.
yeah. They chose to release it like that because it's
Mhm.
pretty much the same thing. Okay, so yeah, first. Okay, sorry, I forgot to actually give my first impressions. This show fucking sucks. Like, this is terrible.
Yeah.
Coming from BoJack, especially immediately after watching the finale of BoJack, this is fucking awful. I found no redeeming qualities in this at all. Even though it could have been good, like legit, like there's nothing wrong with having an adult version of Scooby-Doo. Like, cool, but this
Yes.
fucking sucks. This shit is tropey as hell, and then goes, oh, well, because we recognize it's a trope, it's fine, you know?
Yeah, that thing.
Like, you could just watch the very first scene to get an entire flavor of the show, where it's just a bunch of these girls in the locker room,
And they're like,
a shower, and they're like, you know
Oh my
how in
God.
pilots there's so much gratuitous nudity? I don't know why they talk in a British accent. But,
Yes.
and then they go like, yeah, that's shit, right? But then they do it, and then they're like, because that's a joke, that's really funny. Do you get it? They're being self-aware about what they're doing. Do you get it, Sonny? Do you get it?
They did girl bossing. Girly. Oh my god.
but they did subvert the trope by getting Velma to beat Daphne. But that's not part of the
That's
trope.
bad. That's not really subversive.
But like, that's the
It
funny
feels
part.
like really fucking weird fan fiction with
Yeah.
the way this, like,
Baseball bat, bitch.
it reminds me a lot of Riverdale, which they fucking reference as a
yeah.
point of they tried to make the show like Riverdale, which I don't fucking get. Because the show is like even like shittier Riverdale. Because Riverdale, it pretty much does the same that what the show does is make it a bit more for an older audience, kind of rewrite all the characters, but it still keeps a lot of the relationships intact. They actually keep a lot of the stuff intact. It's just like the situations they put them in is like different. They solve murders and shit in Riverdale. But in this one, everyone's fucking different. I don't like what they do with Daphne and Velma. Why is Velma beating up Daphne in the fucking shower room? I don't get that. Like,
Because she's Asian.
because she's Asian. Sorry, I don't blow my nose.
I think you've just been
That's
allergic
right.
to Velma this whole time. Oh god, I watched this show and I have
Yeah,
to
why did
review
she
it.
beat Daphne to the ground?
Oh, because they used to be best friends. Low-key, can we make this a spoiler-only episode?
Yeah, fuck it. We're doing spoiler. It's not like you fucking are gonna watch this anyway. So spoilers. Alright. In fact, why don't we just like not even? Let's just keep it as a general discussion then. Let's just talk about shit. And yeah.
So the reasoning was because they do a bit of explaining, be like, oh, they used to be best friends, and now Velma hates Daphne.
No, yeah, Velma comes wearing like a fucking cloak or something, like a Scooby-Doo trip, right? Comes up and comes to like beat her up and then be like, what do you think of TV show tropes? You know, like, what the fuck? I can't even explain.
broken ribs.
That scene doesn't make any sense. And then they find the girl dead in the thing. And it's like,
And
okay.
then they move on. to the.
That's a
get-go.
really weird establishing the show. I don't.
Yeah.
Possibly
who
the
wrote that?
worst start to a TV show I've ever seen.
Mm.
Which is, yeah.
That's strong.
Yeah, I don't know. Then what do we get? They
find
shit all
their
over Fred
girl
for no reason. Like, Fred is...
because he
Entitled
is.
They
white
make
guy
him a
trope?
villain, an entitled white guy, but also a bit of a villain. In the first episode, they make him a villain. The second one, they kind of just go as an entitled white guy. I do not see these guys becoming, like, the Scooby-Doo gang at all. Like, there is... Like, why...
Dumb start and dumb finish.
Why would Velma want Fred on the team, hypothetically? Because apparently
Because
Velma
they
sets up this whole
connected,
thing,
yeah.
right?
Somehow they connected with their issues
Yeah.
at that one scene.
I don't know, I would never be able to look at Fred the same because the thing that they make you think about the entire fucking 2 episodes is Fred's penis.
Oh,
They
yeah.
keep saying he has a small penis.
Small penis.
Is that his only fucking quality? Like,
Small dick energy.
Late bloomer.
Yeah.
Uh,
I was fucking sick of it.
Mm.
Shaggy's like the only person that like is remotely likable, but it does not feel like Shaggy at all. I get that he's not a stoner at this point, but like he's also just a generic guy. Then, like, where's the Shaggy?
He's just a simp in the first 2 episodes.
Yeah.
I feel like. And where's the dog?
Yeah,
dog.
like I don't know. The core of Scooby-Doo, like the Shaggy and Scooby stuff is kind of what
Yeah,
makes
that's the
Scooby-Doo kind
repertoire,
of
you know?
more unique than other mystery solving stuff. And like they have a cute little friendship, but it's like
Yeah.
I honestly don't really give a shit about him and Velma. Like,
I found
also
it funny.
she treats him like shit,
Yes.
and I don't really get that. Yeah,
It's really funny when he got cucked multiple times. I like that.
oh yeah, and the most because they're setting up the Daphne Velma arc or whatever.
Yes.
But it's so fucking forced and kind of comes out of nowhere.
But it goes to one of my favorite tropes of enemies becoming lovers.
But it's so rushed. Also,
Yes.
I want to say the creator of the show is the person who did Never Have I Ever.
Ah.
oh,
And it feels like she forgot everything. How teenagers talk to each other. Because nobody in this show talks to each other like a regular teenager.
They talk like
Or even a regular human, might I say.
Yeah.
But like,
they talk like a badly written TV show
Yeah.
character. Yes.
like
So
yeah,
there you
it's
go.
fucking dumb. And just like none of the relationships because like maybe she's it's the Velma is the Davy of this situation. Being like the unlikable protagonist sort of thing. Maybe that's what she's
Kinda,
trying to
yeah.
recreate again. But except like Velma's a lot worse. Like
Velma's a dick for no reason.
actually, now that I think about it, there's so many comparisons because she's also got that traumatized backstory with her parents, shit,
Oh, yeah, true.
which was so. Oh, the one thing I'll give credit for is I kind of like the idea of they kind of do the play on like the ghosts and shit being inside her head because she has like PTSD, anxiety sort of
Yes.
thing. I kind of like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing I was like, okay, that's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
But they also treat it like a joke, kind of as well.
Oh, yeah. They keep showing like her in the real world while she's having that, right?
But also, like, she goes like, oh, it went away. Oh, whoops, it didn't go away. And she kind of just jokes about it. Well,
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
That's a coping mechanism.
Sure. Well, apparently humor is the coping mechanism because she laughs at Shaggy being like...
Oh, yeah, getting a...
And it's not Shaggy, that's not even his name. Like, you rename the character, it's like, I don't even... His
Wait,
name
did
is
they
like...
rename him?
Yeah, his name's not Shaggy in this.
I have no idea.
It's like...
I'll be honest. I like watch those Shaggy scenes, and I'm like, wait, who is this guy again? Because I don't recognize.
I
him.
didn't think it was Shaggy until probably like the second episode where I was like, oh, okay, it is Shaggy.
I just
thought it
saw
was
the
just a
green
different
shirt.
character.
Like, oh, this is supposed to be Shaggy.
I didn't think it'd actually be him, but yeah.
I
I thought they were
didn't
going to
even
do a bait
watch-
and switch, honestly, with that.
Ah,
But
It
it
would have
was.
helped if I knew at
you
least
didn't know who
anything.
Shaggy was?
I knew who Shaggy. I know what he looks like.
He's a stoner.
I know what his mannerisms are. but I don't know what he's supposed to be in this because
yes.
it's so out of touch with what I know of not knowing anything except the memes. To be honest.
Okay.
And honestly, the entire show feels very cynical towards like Scooby-Doo and like kids cartoon sort of thing. They even turned the fucking catchphrases of characters into drug names, like Zoinks and shit like that. If you remember, they also have a fucking stupid subplot in the second episode of her being a drug dealer with Daphne, and it's just like.
But that's how they became friends again.
Yeah,
which is funny. But like,
even though they like fucking argue for most of the episode, and I don't know, I still don't really get a good picture of who Daphne is, honestly.
Yeah.
Other than she's Asian.
Yeah.
Well, she's supposed to be.
And she wants to get that money through drug dealer, which is the same as apparently kind of everyone in the show.
They're trying to reference how teens in other shows be like, haha, drug dealer. That's what they explicitly said, I think.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, teens with slightly difficult problems go to drug dealing to solve the problem.
Yeah.
See, the more I think about this, the more I just want to go look at the original Scooby-Doo, because like I don't even
honestly
know
just watch like one of the The Witch's Curse, which is just like that movie.
Okay.
Watch the funny live action.
Oh, the live action ones are directed by James Gunn, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think that I've heard the live action ones are okay.
Yeah. The old animated ones are really good as well. Like The Witch's Curse is genuinely like probably my favorite Scooby-Doo thing.
Yeah.
Because the Hex Girls are in it. But
I just don't know how their original chemistry between this gang is supposedly supposed to be.
It's just like
I just don't know. Yeah.
Fun friend or something.
Yeah.
Oh, did you guys watch the Scoob movie? Well, I know you didn't because did you watch the Scoob movie that came out during the pandemic?
No, I don't think so.
The what? Oh, because that was like it was meant to be a really big release, but then the pandemic happened. But it was like it's 3D animated. It has like another character from like the same universe that's like a superhero in it. Simon Cowell's in it.
Sergeant Cowell.
Simon Cowell.
Simon Cowell. Oh, I've seen clips of that.
Yeah, he tears apart the friendship group.
Yeah.
That movie was pretty fun, I think. But that's what the friendship is like. Like they're just
the
like
dynamic
friends,
is Freddy's the leader guy, Velma's the nerd, Shaggy's the stoner, and then Daphne's the pretty girl. That's
they're not like that deep and layered.
Yeah.
There are adaptations that make them like if you watch a movie, you're gonna probably get more than a TV show, like in terms of depth. And like this show tries to give them more depth, but in a way where you're like, I fucking hate them. But like in the show, they're like, because it's not really about. It's more like just like a bunch of friends solving mysteries. It's like a fun thing. It's not meant to be taken like stupid,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zoinks! Jeepers!
Zoinks!
Jinkies! Fuck.
Yeah, Velma. But I guess Daphne's character, she's supposed to be a conflicted popular girl. I think that's the character they're painting there.
Sort of, but I don't know. I don't know enough about her personal life to be like, what is she really conflicted
Well, at least we got the thing where she's trying to hire a PI, right? Because she wants to know her real parents because she's adopted. Why is she adopted? I guess to have that.
Because she's Asian.
Because she's Asian. Exactly.
Yeah.
So she's like, where's my Asian parents?
Yeah.
And that's going to be, I'm guessing, a future plot point.
All of the plot points they've set up so far, I don't care about.
Yeah.
The romance that came like literally kind of out of nowhere, like not really much. I felt nothing from it.
Oh, there had a few moments of like, I fall onto you for some reason.
And then someone in the background goes, wow, wouldn't it be hot if you two kissed right now?
That's me.
Yeah.
Aggressive. Not aggressive.
That's me for real.
That is me for real. Pessimistic, not pessimistic. Aggressive tension equals romantic tension equals sexual tension.
Yes.
Yeah.
As I've always formulated, so this is right up my alley.
It was his plan all along. Bro.
I think the voice acting was alright. Like, I don't have any problems with the voice acting. Just everything that came out of the characters' mouths fucking sucked. Velma's such a dick.
But she
Anyone
girl
else?
boss. I genuinely think they're trying to do a girl boss thing, or like a Davy thing, but more girl bossy.
Like, I guess they're trying to make her empowering, I guess.
Yeah.
But not really. She kind of self-deprecates herself for like a lot of the show as well.
That's relatable, yo.
I don't know.
Which I don't know. It's
Yeah.
kind of doing
Also,
everything.
she literally brings other women down. So I do not actually
That's
think it's
girl bossy.
very
That's
empowering
very
to
girl
women,
bossy.
because a lot of the time she's literally beating up Daphne in the fucking shower.
So she's gatekeeping,
And she
gaslighting, and girl bossy.
and doesn't she call like other girls like sluts and stuff like that?
Gatekeeping.
Which is like, I don't know. I feel like she's the problem here. She's not the victim of like this society of school society
Yeah.
hierarchy shit. She's the fucking problem because she treats everyone else like shit. Like, why would she
Well,
expect
she
people to
learns
treat
from
her?
that after befriending Daphne again and be like, oh, you're not so shit after all.
Yeah,
And like how they're like, Daphne, so in the drug dealing sequence, she's like, stop assuming things
yeah.
that she learned. Haha, character arc.
Well, we'll see if she actually keeps it up in episode 3, right?
Yeah.
So we're gonna keep watching the show.
Yeah.
I might, just to get to see Shaggy cucked.
I'll finish the season and then decide whether I'll
Yeah.
continue. But yeah,
I probably will too.
yeah.
Also, what's the deal with Norville?
Norville is Shaggy. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. So that's his name.
Shaggy Norville.
Because I guess Shaggy's gonna somehow become his nickname in a future episode or something.
When he gets shaggy hair.
Oh, a lot of this, because it's set in a kind of a time where like none of their characters act like their present day time. So it's like, but they give you like they will dress the same and stuff. So it's like it gives you enough hints that they will become the character. But like they're kind of like, oh, trust us, there'll be payoff. Is the sort of thing that they're like with this.
Yeah.
Like, trust us, it's gonna become that. But I don't trust these writers. So I think they fucking hate the source material.
I've been under the impression that the guy who got his leg cut off was Shaggy.
You got his leg cut off.
This is a random
Wasn't
guy
that
in the
just a
school.
random dude in the background?
I don't know. He kind of looked like Shaggy. I don't know.
And didn't Fred cut his leg off?
Yes, that's kind of funny.
That was, yeah, sure, that part was
Fred got
alright.
shot in the legs. One in
Oh yeah, Fred got shot.
Hey, there's a weird amount of violence in this.
Yeah.
Which is
Which is what they're
it's
trying
in
to
an
do.
old cartoon. I think that's fine. It doesn't really make sense they do it to like
Norville is Shaggy?
the one where he cuts off the dude's like, I think that's fine. Like that's kind of a funny joke. But like
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't mind the gratuitous violence because it's an adult thing, and I feel like yeah, you could make the murders look a lot more grisly, and that could be like the vibe of it.
Oh
But
yeah,
it's just
actually
like,
don't
yeah.
get to see all the murders. We see the bodies of the murders.
You see their heads come off and like
Yes.
blood and brains leak out.
There's no brain.
Yeah.
That's the whole
No
thing.
Oh wait, no
brain.
brains. Sorry, there's the
Yeah.
blood. Yeah,
That wasn't explained yet.
she's got no brain. I mean, she literally has no brain.
Ah!
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. What was I gonna say?
Man, this
This
show
is
fucked me up.
Oh, I don't care about the main mystery like at all. Like, okay, people are getting murdered, but like, also Velma tells you not to care about the students at the school anyway because they're all quote unquote sluts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
No, I am still.
The only reason Velma cares about
they do
the
that
murder?
funeral sequence where she's like, "Oh, but she was a slut, but she mattered." But like, she doesn't really matter because you don't know enough. Like, she's not an established character that you know a lot about or anything. It's just
I
like
think that was supposed to be a one-off joke thing.
it was a terrible joke.
Yeah.
It was like, okay, but like you didn't try. The thing is, they address things, but not try to actively change these tropes.
Yes.
So it's
Yes.
like, who are you really helping here? Nobody.
Mhm.
And yeah.
Very much a show that sounded good on paper, but didn't do what it wanted to do on paper.
Maybe
But
for
just
them.
honestly, just have an entirely complete
Yeah.
different group of characters that has nothing to do with this. You can set the same universe, maybe have a couple of crossovers, you know, maybe some
Oh.
characters will pop up and stuff.
Yeah.
And just you can make it a fully adult cartoon. Like, I don't mind the adult stuff. Just the writing is fucking stupid. And yeah. Because now there's the expectation that these characters have to become the characters that we know and love.
Yes.
But I don't see it getting there. But they're kind of just like, oh, trust us. It'll reach there at some point.
But we'll see if they do.
And in all honesty, I don't think, like, with the Scoob movie I was talking about, the one that came out during the pandemic, that when they're kids and stuff, it's not really that interesting because it's like, I don't really need an origin story to how they became friends.
Yeah.
I think it's honestly fine to keep the audience to make it up themselves. I think that's more fun. I think Scoob did it all right. It was just like, oh, they met as kids and they just continue solving mysteries together. They met at like Halloween or something. That's cute. I don't need like multiple seasons of them being in college, high school, and then there's not much point. Like, I don't know.
But the drama.
They want to be Riverdale so bad.
Yeah.
But they lose track of the fact that Riverdale, even though it's kind of shit fan fiction, they still looked at the source material and was like, okay, what if we keep these characters like kind of the same, but we just change the surroundings, like the situations around. But that's kind of fun. But this just changed everything, and do you have any more things to suss about?
Sus.
Sussy. What was in this? Oh, Freddy goes to jail.
Yeah, like I don't think I would ever be able to take Fred seriously this show ever.
He's the comedic relief in this show.
Yeah,
which is supposed to be Shaggy.
Because I guess he was the leader of the group in the original stuff,
and they're just like, nah, you're the
he's I assume a white dude. They're like, oh, we can't make him. We wanted.
It's like he could subvert the position of leader into becoming, I guess, the funny
Velma.
guy, and make Velma the leader.
Yeah,
but they keep just pointing out how he's just rich white guy.
It's not even rich white, but it's just like it's the same jokes about small penis,
rich white guy, small penis.
Yeah, it's just like I don't know.
They're nothing. Is Freddy just that?
Yeah,
that's Freddy.
Yeah, Freddy. And I really can't go over the fact that Velma gave Daphne a beatdown.
And then they kiss.
Like they treat Daphne like shit as well. Like I don't. Yeah.
Definitely forgot about that.
Yeah. And Shaggy's just a generic dude. He's the generic best friend.
Who got cucked.
Yeah, like honestly, it's
He's in the friend zone. Friend zone, Shaggy. Yeah, for real. Are we gonna?
Should we just do our verdict?
Yeah.
Sure. All right, start with deer.
Yo, what up, yo?
Hey.
Remember Scooby, the dog?
No.
That's right. He doesn't exist anymore, and that's why this show is a 4 out of 10.
4 out of 10.
I don't
4 out of 10.
I don't know what to think. I'll go with him. 4.
4. Damn. Okay. Well, honestly, this is a 1 out of 10 for me.
Alright,
because you don't like the cucking or the funny.
I found literally none of it funny.
Yes.
I was honestly just like, I was hate watching it. I watched 30 seconds of The Bachelor the other day, and I found that more entertaining than this.
How's The Bachelor?
Oh, they're doing a thing where there are like 3 different bachelors, and like,
3 in 1.
And you hate everyone in The Bachelor too, but like,
was there like a bootleg Machine Gun Kelly again? Or was that
Oh yeah, that's this season. Yeah,
I saw that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's.
Maybe we should be watching The Bachelor for our.
Because wasn't there one in the whatever we watched last time? Like this, some bootleg Machine Gun Kellys. I feel like there was at some point.
Honestly, there's a lot of people that look like he doesn't look very
white
unique.
Guys, skinny white guys with like blonde
bleached hair and shit like that.
Hair.
Yeah.
It's like, and their personalities the same. Like Machine Gun Kelly. But they don't rap, so I guess they're worse than Machine Gun Kelly. And actually, Machine Gun Kelly's worse because he raps.
People who rap a band.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of a trope.
The Machine Gun Kelly character.
Yes.
That gives us a total of
3 out of 10.
441.
Really good.
It's 3 out of 10.
It's 3.
It's 3 exactly.
Thank you so much for watching our YouTube highlights of our Spotify and Apple podcast. We're the Unholy Trinity on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
Check
Leave
us
5,000
out.
review and you send us your comments on unholy.pod on Instagram and free.unholy.things@gmail.com.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can talk.